Hey guys, welcome to the Virgin Kitesurfing Armada. We know you've got plenty of questions for us, and in this briefing video we're going to try and answer as many as we can. We think it's going to be windy this weekend. There's 300 kite surfers plus all ready to We've said from the start that we'll give you 48 hours notice of when the event's going to happen. Thursday at 10 AM in the morning, you'll receive an email explaining if it's going to happen Saturday, and the same for Friday at 10 AM in the morning, you'll get an email with a green light or not for Sunday morning. One of the biggest questions that me and Dan have been asked is, what exactly do we bring? Each participant should bring a good range of kites. You never know how windy it's going to be on the day. Also bring a kiteboard, a wetsuit, a harness, and it's mandatory for all participants to wear an impact vest or a buoyancy aid. As well as your kite surfing equipment, we'd like you to also bring a £10 note, just in case you have to get the bus or make other means to get to your destination. Also bring a knife to cut lines if you need to, and for team captains, please bring a mobile phone in a waterproof case. So it's the big day. We'd like you to be there at 8 o'clock. That's at CBK Beach on Hailing Island. Now be aware that it's Goodwood Festival, so leave at least an hour earlier than you'd expect because of the traffic. There'll be a big marquee at the end where it's obvious where to register. We can't wait to see you there. When you arrive to the registration tent, please be aware that if you're in your three already, your buddy team, you'll be allowed straight through. If you're not, for any reason, they couldn't come on the day or you haven't got a buddy team sorted, we can deal with that. When you're in the buddy tent, start speaking to the other kite surfers in there. Be honest about your abilities and try hard to find others that are of a similar level to you. With your buddy team complete, you can now register. At registration, you will receive your wristband with unique participant number, a rash vest, and your launch slot number. Once you've completed registration, we'd like you to move on to the safety briefing area at the end of the marquee. This is Kev Maguire. He's one of the safest guys I know, and I'd like you to really listen to what he has to tell you. With the briefing complete, it's time to get ready. Get in your wetsuit and think carefully about which kite you will take to the beach. Also, now's the time to prepare your dry bag for its destination. Just to be clear, your dry bag means everything that you need taken from that beach and delivered to your end destination. Kites, clothes, whatever. Give your dry bag to a friend or partner that's picking you up at your destination, or place in one of the coaches which are clearly signed. Now it's time to take the kite you've chosen, get down the beach and get rigged up. Only take the things with you that you need for the downwinder. Pumps will be provided on the beach. As you enter the gate to the beach, you'll see to the right hand side the track marquee. It's important that every participant picks up their unique track GPS, and this is so that all your friends and family can watch you online, your current speed, where you are on the downwinder. On the beach you'll see these clear rows which will be filled up by 12 kite surfers. That is 4 groups of 3 buddy teams. The earlier you get there on the day, the earlier you will be assigned in these rows. If you are given launch slot 1, for example A1, B1 or C1, you need to set up straight away in your assigned slot on the beach. If you are in launch slot 2 or 3, please wait in the kite surfer waiting area between the groins. As your slot becomes free, you can move in and get ready. Remember, if you're in launch slot 2, A2, B2 or C2 for example, you need to be ready to go straight into your slot as soon as A1, B1 and C1 kiters have left. If in doubt, ask a marshal. It will take Chris Ball and his team around 30 minutes to move down the whole length of the beach launching each row, so you need to be ready by the time they get back to you. Our goal is that by 10 AM on the morning of the event, we'll have the rows A to J, that's the front rows, already set up and ready to go. Chris Ball and the CBK team will be there to help you and assist you where exactly your kite and line should be, but by 10 AM we want everybody ready on that front row. Important message, only Chris Ball or a member of his team can launch you. Launching 12 kites takes around 3 to 4 minutes. As soon as your kite is in the sky, make your way onto the water and out to the easily visible world record mile. Please avoid the temptation to jump and go crazy in here. Try not to travel too fast, as we need at least one person in that mile to keep the record active. When you're through the mile, it's time for the downwinder. The first part of the downwinder is nice and easy. One nice tack all the way to Selsey Point. It's around 10 miles. There's plenty of boat support in Bracklesham Bay helping you on your way to Selsey Bill. They're there to help you should you have any difficulty, and they'll be clearly marked with blue and yellow flags. But once you get round Selsey Point, things get a little more challenging. You'll have to put in plenty more tacks and carry on in a much more downwind direction. Look out for Pagham, it's only 2 miles away, and if you are finding it difficult, you can come in and stop here. As you know, everybody needs to check in at Pagham Beach, so when you approach, look for the first available marshal on the beach. You need to go and check in with him. He'll be wearing a high vis, he'll take your name down and your unique number and put you in the system. If you've made it all the way to Little Hampton, again, you have to check in there. Now if you want to stop there, great one, you've made a great downwind to that distance. But if you're carrying on, same rules apply as Pagham. You can keep your kite in the air, report to a marshal, but get on with it. Please be aware you have to check yourself out at the New Sussex Hotel over the road. This is really important. We don't want to launch a search and rescue, so make your way straight over there. We can't emphasise enough, if you land anywhere else but the key check-in points, you must call this number on your wristband. Buddy teams are key to this event and you must stay together the whole time. A lot can happen in 46 miles and you need to look out for each other. For example, one person in your buddy team breaks a line. You must stay with them until they're safe on the beach. You must then check in by phone or by someone on a boat or a marshal. Only then can you then move on as a group of 2. One thing we'd like you to consider is if somebody is unconscious on the water, be smart, release your kite, make sure you get them onto their back so they can breathe. We've had some amazing support from RNLI, yacht clubs all the way along the coast and the Coast Guard, and these will be highly visible, these boats, with yellow and blue flags all the way along. They're there for your safety, and we'd like it that you're really clear. If you are in trouble, use the international SOS message to them so they can come in and assist you. If you do need boat support, make sure if it's a kit failure that you pack down as best as possible. If it's anything else, just be clear to them what you need and what's happened. Don't forget guys, there's still plenty of time to raise some money for our 3 amazing charities, Snow Camp, Virgin Unite and the RNLI. So get all your friends and family in there, last few days possibly, to get that money raised. Let's have a great time raising money for great causes. So we hope that's answered some of your questions for the Virgin Kitesurfing Armada. Sorry it was a bit formal, but we hope you understand that safety is one of our main priorities. And I suppose our main message is, have fun, but be safe.
From another world, you looked in my soul, lighting up the doorway. Feeling that I would be riding on the sorrow when it pulled and tried to stay. I took care